What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Let's Talk Comics. Today we are going to talk about the solicitations for September from DC and Marvel. We've got DC right here sitting on the top, so we'll go ahead and jump right into this. Right here on the cover, they are showing us Legion of Superheroes coming, Josh Williamson, Hayden Sherman. This is one of DC's next level books. I am a very, very big Legion of Superheroes fan, so this is definitely a pickup for me. I have been a Legion of Superheroes fan since probably about 0 Hour. I think they call that the 3-boot. And I've been a fan of it in every iteration before and since then. So definitely I'm going to pick this up. I'm very interested in seeing how it's going to play out. I know Hayden Sherman's art is going to be incredible. That's no doubt about that. I'm just interested in seeing what Josh Williamson's take on it is going to be. Legion is best when it is a giant soap opera, much like Teen Titans was under Marv Wolfman, X-Men under Chris Claremont. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if that particular, because it's such a huge cast, and I'm not sure if, as a longtime Legion fan, I'm just very apprehensive about it. Hopefully Josh Williams, I don't doubt Josh Williamson is going to try his best and do his best or whatever, but I'm just not sure if it's something that is really going to resonate with me as a long-term Legion fan. But I'm going to pick it up and give it a shot. So then we have Doom Patrol #1, pass. Lobo, Barbara Gordon Breakout, pass on those. Fury of Firestorm, absolutely. Zatanna, pass. Deathstroke, Deadman, pass. Absolute Cassandra Cain, pass. Absolute Wonder Woman and Superman, definitely picking those up. Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, pass on those. Green Arrow, I will pick up, although I will say that issue #2 did not go as hard as the first issue did. I didn't enjoy it quite as much, but, we'll see how it goes. Batman, Bad Seeds, Gotham General. So this is basically going to be like Greg Rucka's Gotham Central, but it's going to be Gotham General. So they're the hospital. So it's going to be doctors and nurses and surgeons and all that type of stuff set in Gotham City. That sounds really cool to me. Greg Rucka, he did GCPD. He definitely has a feel for this type of thing, so I will be picking this up. Then we have another Bad Seeds, Gotham Central. This is by Christopher Cantwell and, what does that say? Jacob Phillips. They frequently work together. I'm a big fan of this team, so I'll be picking this up. And looks like it's going to be another, type of GCPD type storyline. Or not storyline, but, a story set within just amongst regular cops. So that's always cool. All In Batman, #13, yes. Detective Comics, yes. Batwoman, I dropped that, so that's a no. Batgirl, pass. Catwoman, pass. Nightwing, pass. Harley Quinn, pass. Poison Ivy, yes. Superman, Kingdom of Zod, no, I will not be picking that up. Superman Unlimited, yes. Superman, passing on that. Although I do like this cover right here with the two Superboys facing off. Supergirl, yes. Action Comics, no. Wonder Woman, yes. And we have, what is this? Wonder Woman Annual, the Matriarch Special by Stephanie Williams and Leah Williams. Matriarch has been a villain in Tom King's Wonder Woman run, so it looks like this is a one-shot focus on her. to learn more about her and her backstory. That's very tempting to pick up because I've enjoyed that Tom King story. Justice League Unlimited, pass. JSA, pass on it. Green Lantern Corps, pass. Flash by Ryan North and Gavin Guidry, absolutely picking that up. Aquaman, pass. Titans, pass. DC's Quote the Raven, whatever. Looks like another horror one-shot, pass on it. Now, Batman and Robin, Year 1, dynamic duos. This is the new Mark Waid and Chris Samney miniseries. They did the previous Batman and Robin miniseries. Definitely picking that up. Clayface, Celebrity Dirt, passing on it. World's Finest, Bizarro, a Weird Al one-shot, passing on all of these. Adventures of Superman, Book of L, number 12. This is the wrap-up for the Philip Kennedy Johnson Superman miniseries. I'll definitely be picking that up. We have a Black Label Superman book here called The Stranger, set in Superman's golden age. That could be really good. Golden Age Superman is not an era that's revisited much, and this being essentially like an Elseworld style story could be really cool. Now we got some trades here. Oh, these are the Vertigo trades. Bleeding Hearts, pass on that. The Peril of the Brutal Dark, Ezra Kane mystery. I've been reading this in individuals. That's been really cool. Nice House by the Sea, pass. Bleeding Hearts, End of Life, pass on all of this here. Dark Knights of Steel. Yes, this is the Tom Taylor Elseworld story that's set in like a sword and sorcery type of background. Supergirl Survive, Superman Father of Tomorrow, pass. Now we've got the facsimiles. Joe Kubert. Oh no, this is not facsimiles. Joe Kubert, 100 Years, A Life in Covers. Okay, so this is just honoring or just showing a bunch of Kubert covers. Never been one of the biggest fans of Joe Kubert, but he has a laundry list of covers. He's really synonymous with the war cover, so if you're a big fan of him, this would be a pickup. Now here we are with the facsimiles. Batman 251 facsimile would be really cool to pick up. That way you don't have to just dig out your copy. Some more trade paperbacks. Batman and Robin and Batman, Jason Todd. This was a 3-issue mini by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. I really recommend it. It was really good. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, DC Artist Edition. That would be a really cool book to have. He is one of the greats of DC art. Essentially to establish the look, the house style for them and all those characters. And we've got some more of the collected editions. None of these really jump out to me. Legends, John Byrne, John Ostrander. Wow, Crisis on Infinite Earth's got 3 parts. But yeah, none of these really stand out as anything I'm looking to pick up. Got some more omnibuses here. Preacher Compendium, that would be really cool to pick up. I've got all those in individual issues. Tom Strong Compendium would be fun. That's the Alan Moore, Chris Sprouse book, kind of like a Doc Savage style book, like a like a pulp feel, you know, where you've got like a science hero, or he's got like a kind of eclectic group of people that work with him. You know, this one, Tom Strong is the hero, and he has like his little group that works with him, you know, like a talking monkey, a robot that he built. You know, his wife is a part of it. Really cool Alan Moore book when he was doing ABC Comics. So that is everything from DC. Now we'll jump into the Marvel stuff. This is Avengers by Zardasky and Marco Cicchetto. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but really great looking team right here. Really great looking team for the book and also creative team. Avengers True Believers blind bag. Oh joy, more blind bags, said no one. This Alien versus X-Men looks like it's going to be a really cool miniseries right here. I'm definitely down for that. So Chip Zdarsky, definitely picking up this Avengers book. This Ryan Stegman variant right here looks really cool. I'm a big fan of Stegman's work. Captain America, yes. Avengers Armageddon. I read the first issue of this over the weekend, and I kind of dug it. Looks like it's going to be a solid event. Midnight. I am head over heels for this. I am really looking forward to it. I like the idea of it. I like the creatives on it. So I can't wait for it to come fast enough. And what they have here, what this is this is what the cover is. And so it doesn't really give away anything. And then once you turn the cover, you see the characters and everything right here. So they're doing this to post solicitations. They're not giving away anything about what's happening. Midnight X-Men, definitely picking that up. Amazing Spider-Man, definitely picking that up. Oh, this is the big 1000 issue. Let's look at the price point on this. $10. Wow. It is 1,000. Look at all these variants. Wow, even got a variant cover by Steve Ditko. He must have drawn that from beyond the grave. The Amazing Venom #1. This is a Philip Kennedy Johnson. Now, I do like Philip Kennedy Johnson, but I hadn't planned on picking this up. Looks like it might be just a one-shot or something. A Queen in Black tie-in. Aliens versus X-Men. Kieron Gillen and Chris Claremont. This is a definite pickup. The Infernal Hulk. Yes, picking this up. Muppets Take the Marvel Universe. Passing on this. Oh, that's a fun cover right there with Ghost Rider and the Great Gonzo. Miles Morales Spider-Man. Pass. Spider-Man Long Way Home. I'm definitely picking this up. I enjoyed the first issue. Spider-Man Hulk Fire and Brimstone. Kevin Smith is writing that. That's a hard pass. Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is the Dan Slott Marcus Toe book. It says it's supposed to be 5 of 5. I hope it gets extended. I've really enjoyed this Spider-Man book. Punisher versus Amazing Spider-Man by Dan Abnett. This looks like it's set. I might get that Larson cover right there. This looks like it's kind of set with the like a back in the day type story. Spider-Woman 50th Pass. DNX #1 of 5 by Jed McKay. I'll be picking this up. This kind of sounds really cool to me. Basically, you have a X virus that has been unleashed and it is forcibly mutating people, and so the X-Men have to figure out how way to, stop that virus or cure that virus or whatever it is. Let's see what it says. This is the same synopsis they've been having for it. Issue #2 is coming out. So I guess it's going to be twice a month they're doing it. Then we've got the X-Men ongoing that I read. Looks like Magneto is going to be resuming his powers or getting his powers back or whatever. Fantastic Four, absolutely. Tomb of Apocalypse. I think I'm going to pass on that. Uncanny X-Men. I don't know. I'm on the fence with Uncanny X-Men. Depends on with Rogue and Gambit having stepped off the book and onto their own adventure. If they're not going to be in there, I don't really have any much interest in reading about the Outliers and Monet St. Croix. Generation X-23, pass. Inglorious X-Force, pass. Gambit, this is a Chris Claremont miniseries. This is one of their retro miniseries. So this is a Gambit story taking place back in the day. Bishop, pass. X-Men Outback, I really enjoyed the first issue of that, so I'm going to be picking that up. I'm going to be picking up this Gambit Wanted series right here by Chris Claremont. He doesn't do much for Marvel anymore, and there might be a reason for that, because you know, he kind of has lost his fastball, so to speak. In 2026, Chris Claremont doesn't go as hard as, you know, 80s Claremont or whatever. X-Men 97, pass. Wolverine, pass. X-Men United, pass. X-Men Omega Red Dawn. I don't know what this is about. It's got Steve Orlando on it. I don't know if this is set in some sort of alternate continuity or not, because it says when Omega Red abducts Professor X, the X-Men follow. Professor X is in outer space in mainline universe. Gambit gone from the pages of X-Men of Apocalypse, pass. Doctor Doom versus... Okay, Challenges of Doom. This is going to be all these one-shots that has Doom meeting a bunch of the... engaging, fighting, whatever you want to call it. Bunch of the heroes of the Marvel Universe, one-shots. Al Ewing's on it, so that's a pickup. Then we have Big Guns, which is the Punisher and Deadpool crossover. Both of these are written by Benjamin Percy. I read both of them, so I'll be picking these up. This is guaranteed to be violent. Look at that. There's going to be a lot of blood spilt in that. Marvel Mangaverse, pass. Pass on all of that. But if you're someone that's into manga, ever how you want to pronounce it, then this could be right up your alley. Marvel Zombies Warzone. Tom Waltz. I think basically what this is Punisher versus the Marvel Zombies. That sounds really cool. I'm not familiar with Tom Waltz, but I do like the idea of it. Queen in Black, passing. Venom, I do like that book, so I'll pick that up. Black Cat, pass. Pass on these tie-ins. Black Panther, Namor, Doomed. I don't know. Probably pass. Fantastic Four, First Foes. Pass on it. Marvel Gold, 1976. Pass. Ultimate Impact Reborn, pass on it. Doom Quest, absolutely. I love this book. I just read issue 2 over the weekend. It was the best book I read. Sorcerer Supreme, pass. Doctor Strange, pass. Iron Man, pick up. Silver Surfer Facsimile, Doctor Strange, Triumph and Torment, pass on that. Although this, if you have to have any sort of Doctor Strange essential book, this right here is at the top of the list. Thor, pick up. I like that Thor Al Ewing book. Daredevil, Stephanie Phillips, absolutely, I'm picking that up. It's one of my favorite books. Mark Spector, Moon Knight, yes. Fantastic Four by Ryan North, absolutely. Civil War Unmasked, pass. Jeff, pass. Godzilla, pass. Predator versus Planet of the Apes, yeah, I'm picking that up. Star Wars, no. More Star Wars. Kylo Ren, Boba Fett, pass on all this. We got to look at the Stormbreakers here. I don't know how it says these are the next generation of artists. These guys here have been around for a while, it seems like. And then we've got the Premier Collection, these little kind of like mini trade paperbacks of kind of like competing with the DC compacts. Now we're into the trade paperbacks. Nothing here is really grabbing my eye. Philip Kennedy Johnson's Infernal Hulk. I think his run in general on Hulk is going to be collected as an omnibus at some point. I'm sure if you sat down and read it all, binged it, it would be a really, really great read. Pass. Planet Apes Fantastic Four. I read this in individual. This is a really fun miniseries. Null. Pass. Cyclops. I've got this miniseries upstairs I got to read. This was a, let's see what is in here. Collect Cyclops 1 through 5. Wow, that doesn't even have no extra material in there for almost $20. Pass. I've read all this stuff individual. I dropped that quick, fast, and in a hurry. This would be a really cool omnibus to have. All of these were really good. All of those Predator versus Black Panther, Wolverine, Spider-Man, whatever. I enjoyed all of them. Runaways by Rainbow Rowell. That's a great run. Marvel Team Up. Pass. X of Swords. Pass. Secret Wars. Battle World. Pass. Aliens Epic Collection. Original Years. Pass. A lot of skipping all these omnibuses. Or all these epic collections or whatever you want to call them. I mean, look at the price point on there. $55. $55 for the Fall of the Hulks. And then you've got the Marvel Dimensions book here by Alex Ross. Beautiful Alex Ross work. Doctor Strange, Endless Nightmare, Kevin Anderson. These Marvel Arts books look really good. They might have stumbled upon something here with these Marvel art books. They could get more people involved on them, more big creators, then they definitely have something there. Because the John Byrne X-Men book has sold out. Then you got a couple posters right here if you're into that sort of thing. In the Year of Our Lord 2026 being in the posters. But that is a look at everything from Marvel and DC coming out for the month of September. If you see anything that grabs your eye, make sure you let your comic book shop know. That way they can pull it aside. Make sure you get a copy and you're not left hanging, so to speak. But that's everything that stood out to me. So hopefully you guys have a good day. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.